Los Angeles County Divorce, what you need to know before filing. Hi, I'm Tim Blankenship with Divorce661.com. If you're considering filing for divorce in Los Angeles County, there are a few important things you should know before you start the process. Understanding the basics up front can help you avoid common mistakes, save time, and reduce stress, especially if you're hoping for an amicable and efficient divorce. First, you need to meet California's residency requirements. At least one spouse must have lived in California for the past 6 months and in Los Angeles County for the last 3 months before filing. If you don't meet these requirements yet, you'll need to wait until you do in order to file in LA County. Next, understand that California is a no-fault divorce state, which means you don't need to prove wrongdoing to get divorced. The most common reason cited is irreconcilable differences. This allows the process to be more focused on reaching agreements rather than assigning blame. Before you file, it's also important to consider whether your case will be contested or uncontested. If both parties agree on all terms, such as property division, support, and custody, it's considered uncontested and can be completed much faster. If there are disagreements, the process may take longer and involve court hearings. The good news is, most divorces in Los Angeles County can be handled without ever stepping into a courtroom, especially if you use the e-filing system and get help preparing your paperwork correctly. Another key point to keep in mind is the mandatory 6-month waiting period in California. Even if you and your spouse agree on everything and submit all paperwork right away, your divorce won't be officially finalized until 6 months after the date of service. We recently worked with a client who thought their divorce was already final because 6 months had passed since filing. But because their spouse was never properly served, the waiting period never officially began. We helped them restart the process, correctly serve the paperwork, and resubmit everything to the court. It was a preventable delay and a perfect example of why knowing the rules up front makes a big difference. At Divorce 661, we help clients throughout Los Angeles County navigate the divorce process from start to finish. We handle the paperwork, the court filings, and the required disclosures so you can move forward confidently and avoid common pitfalls that delay or derail your case. If you're thinking about filing for divorce in Los Angeles County and want to make sure you're fully prepared, visit Divorce661.com to schedule a free consultation. We'll walk you through what to expect, explain the timeline, and handle every step so your divorce is done right the first time.